the two teams. So 4-2-3-1 for the host Chelsea. Kepa starts in goal. Azpilicueta and Cucurella are the fullbacks. Koulibaly and Thiago Silva holding the defence in the central positions. Zakaria and Kovacic will hold midfield behind Ziyech, Sterling and Pulisic. Kai Havertz leads the line. Throw-in's taken. It's coming to the middle. It's a good slide challenge there by Gundogan. De Bruyne picks up the loose ball, wins the throw-in. So City 4-3-3, Edison in goal, Walker and Cancelo the fullback, Stones and Nathan Ake in centre half. De Bruyne, Rodri and Gundogan are the midfield three, with Bernardo Silva and Foden either side of Erling Haaland. City just passing the ball around in the defensive area at the moment. Kai Havertz puts the pressure on to try and speed things along. It's played forward and Gundogan tries to turn it back to the defence and the ball's given away. Here's Mount for Chelsea trying to come through. Or Pulisic rather. Bernardo Silva stops him though. Now here's Rodri. Gundogan, and it's out to the left-hand side for Nathan Ake. He's got a bit of space here. Been closed down by Thiago Silva. Gundogan comes to offer some support. He plays it back, though, down the line. And then the ball's put out of play because Raheem Sterling is down at the other end of the pitch here for Chelsea. 2 minutes gone, and Sterling sat down off the ball. And it's not the start Graham Potter would have wanted. And it's not the start Raheem Sterling would have wanted, of course. And facing his former club at home, he would have been relishing the prospect. And it was just when the ball was taken off him, Stones put a foot in, won the ball cleanly. And Raheem Sterling, as he goes to ground, just lands awkwardly. And he's holding his right hamstring. And that is indeed what the physio is stretching out right now. And he's back on his feet, which is a good sign for Chelsea. He's made his way to the sidelines. I think he'll be okay to continue. And he does jog his way up to the halfway line with the linesman. And he waits for the referee to allow him back onto the field of play. So an early scare. And we'll see how he progresses in this one. 3.5 minutes gone. We are back underway. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0 here live on Flash Score. Here's Rodri. Across to Kyle Walker. Goes to the right-hand side. And Cancelo. Now De Bruyne on the right of midfield, swings it crossfield to the left-hand side. And it's a brilliant ball, you know, and Foden's put it back in. Thiago Silva on the edge of the 6-yard box hits this away. And Ziyech trying to come away with the ball. Nathan Ake's leaned on him too much there. He's gone down, and that is going to be a free kick to Chelsea. So I'm just distracted here because Raheem Sterling has now made his way off the field. Aubameyang stripping down. Sterling is applauding the fans. He's not going to be able to continue here. And it's a really, really bad start for Chelsea, losing one of their main men so early on in this game. We are now back underway once again. Cucurella drops it back to Koulibaly. Sweeps it up to the halfway line. Aubameyang doesn't win the header. Doesn't even try to win the header. Havertz will give it a go and loses out. Rodri now on the right-hand side here. And Cancelo. De Bruyne. It's played into the middle by Kyle Walker and headed away by Chelsea. Now Nathan Ake on the left-hand side. Plays it down the wing for Bernardo Silva. Back to Nathan Ake. All the way back to Edison, and Aubameyang will close him down. Doesn't get there in time, though. He's put enough pressure on him, though, to win the throw-in. It's thrown towards the edge of the City box and headed away. Turned back again to Edison. Again, Aubameyang will close him down, but can't quite get there. Walker down the line to De Bruyne. It takes a deflection, and now Kai Havertz has got it back. Plays it across to Zakaria. And now chipped in, looking to try and release Pulisic early. And it's overhit, and the goalkeeper will pluck that one out of the air. Rolls it out to Bernardo Silva. Now De Bruyne. Back to Gonzalo on the halfway line. Rodri in the centre circle. Chips it out to Nathan Ake on the left. It's a 1-2 with Rodri. And now down the line to Foden. Foden's tripped there as he came back towards the halfway line. That's a free kick to City. It's just past the halfway line, just inside the Chelsea half. It's taken short to Rodri. Back to Silva. In the City half, Silva being held off here by Kai Havertz. He's found Foden on the left. Foden is a challenge in from Azpilicueta, which he manages to withstand, but then loses the ball as he tries to move away. Chelsea can break down this right-hand side. Here's Kai Havertz. Back to Azpilicueta. Ball given away. Stones. Gundogan. Rodri. De Bruyne. Space on the right here if he finds it. He's found Gonzalo. And now he's got to try and get past Cucurella as he cuts in field. De Bruyne has made the run on the right. He's been used. Cucurella gets there first, though. Intercepts it and hits it out for a throw-in. And he's hit it off the City man and wins Chelsea the throw-in. Well, the possession doesn't last long from the throw-in. City have won it back. And now it's chipped out to Gonzalo on the right-hand side. 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Back to Kyle Walker. Plays it down the right for Gonzalo again. Being held off by Cucurella. Drops it back to Walker. Walker leaves it for Stones. Forward to Walker. Looks up and plays it into the edge of the box. Looking for Gundogan, who wins the header, but it's wayward. And that's cleared away by Koulibaly. He's played it through to Zakaria. Now Kovacic. Aubameyang. Zakaria out left to Cucurella, who's forced to rush his cross in, and it nearly turned into a great goal. The shot just wide. I think it was meant to be a cross, though. And this will be a goal kick to City. I think Cucurella there actually is trying to win the corner because he's better at that than crossing the ball, and there's two very good options on the far side of the box shouting for the ball, and he ends up putting it wide of the near post. I think he's actually readjusted himself thinking I can win a corner here, and the defender pulled away just in time. Nonetheless, it's a City goal kick and it's taken, and the ball works its way to Gundogan, who's on the left hand side on the halfway line here. Play back to Stones, who whips it out to the right-hand side. João Cancelo takes the touch down, trying to get past Cucurella, looks to play it forward. Did that go off the arm of Cucurella there? Nothing given. Second attempt does go over him, but Kovacic is there first. Plays it to Cucurella. His ball down the line is deflected into the path of Kovacic. And now he'll hit it right-footed, swept to the far side. It's not the best ball, and Nathan Ake gets there first. So possession back with Manchester City. Here's Bernardo Silva. Tries to go down the right, and his run is obstructed by Pulisic. Goes into the middle with Rodri. Back to Stones in the centre circle. Now Bernardo Silva's joined him. Silva's right on the centre spot here. He's just stopped the ball, and he's looking around, waiting for an option. In the end, he just drops it to Stones. Stones plays it out to Cancelo on the touchline. Cancelo back to Kyle Walker. There's plenty of space here to get a ball into the box, but patient build-up it is for City. Here's Rodri. to Nathan Ake. Stones. Silva. Bernardo Silva, midway through the Chelsea half, twisting and turning, waiting for an opportunity, drops it to Walker. Walker goes to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. Back to Walker again. Across to Stones. Stones down the right for Cancelo. Cancelo goes in past Cucurella, but Koulibaly's there and hits this one away. He goes past the halfway line and bounces out for a throw into Manchester City. So 11 minutes gone, Chelsea 0, City 0. Chelsea forced into a very early substitution. Raheem Sterling making way with a hamstring problem. Aubameyang coming on in his place. Here's Stones. Trying to play triangles in the centre circle there. Kai Havertz was in the middle of it and wins the ball back. Thiago Silva goes down the right-hand side. Aubameyang is there, takes it down. Foden's come back to put the pressure on him. Plays it through for Pulisic. And the ball forward is blocked out for a throw-in. Both teams appeal for the throw. It's given City's way. Nathan Ake is going to throw it in. Here's Koulibaly for Chelsea. Plays it forward to Pulisic, back to Koulibaly. Cucurella, oh, he's given it away in a dangerous area. Bernardo Silva's got the ball, goes past one, but can't get past Koulibaly. And now Kovacic drops it to Koulibaly and Cucurella. Again, he's given it away to Silva now twice. He's managed to win it back this time. And they've just about kept it in play. And a free kick is given to Chelsea for a challenge on Pulisic there. But Chelsea need to calm down here because they nearly played themselves into trouble twice. Free kick goes backwards. Here's Silva to Koulibaly. Back to Silva. Through to Kai Havertz. Plays it to the right-hand side. It's down the line. Looking to try and release Ziyech here. Given away. Here comes Rodri. Towards the halfway line. Stopped by Kovacic and plays it back instead to Kyle Walker. Walker to Stones. Gundogan. Here's Rodri in the centre circle. Across to Walker. Now on the right-hand side with Cancelo. Back to Walker again. And Stones right in the middle of the City half. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side for Cancelo. There's the overlapping run being made by Gundogan. He's used it, played it in, and on the edge of the 6-yard box, the keeper jumps on that one. He's pounced on it quicker than anyone else. And the ball is safely back with Chelsea. 14 minutes gone at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, City 0. And for regular listeners to commentaries, you'll know I like to put in a Chesterfield reference if I can. Sparrites are in third round FA Cup action this weekend for the second consecutive season. And where were they last year in the third round? Right here at Stamford Bridge. Not so glamorous tie this weekend against West Brom, but that's football. Lovely ball played through here for Aubameyang. He's got there first ahead of Stones, but it's been held off. Tries to play it in, it's blocked. Aubameyang decides to turn it out to the wing this time. It's played back to Azpilicueta. And now Zakaria. It's out on the wing with Ziyech, and then Azpilicueta gets the ball in. It's past everybody. Seen out comfortably there by City. And then cleared away by Cancelo. Slid back there, the clearance by Kovacic to Koulibaly. Across to Silva. Chips it down the right-hand side. It's a brilliantly weighted ball. Azpilicueta dinks it back to Ziyech. Back to Azpilicueta, and the City players have appealed for offside, and it's been given. 15 minutes gone, goalless it remains. City go down the right-hand side. Kukurea is dispossessed. Gonzalo plays it into Kai Havertz, into Pulisic, and it's a corner. They want a penalty, but I think that's a brilliant slide challenge from Stones at the near post. Pulisic stays down, and VAR will, of course, check this. But it was poor. Gonzalo just dispossessed way too easily by Kukurea. Great ball to Havertz, and Havertz played in Pulisic beautifully, but what a slide challenge that was from Stones. 16 minutes gone, goalless, no chances yet in the game. I mean, you could argue that was a chance there, because if it wasn't for a brilliant challenge, the shot would have been away, or a penalty would have been awarded. Comes into the near post, it's headed away by the first man, which is pretty poor, but it's picked up by Kovacic on the edge of the box. Plays it out to Ziyech, the corner taker, chips it in, it's a better delivery. Koulibaly's up at the far post, he heads it high, but can't get it down. And when it does drop down, it drops to a sky blue shirt, and City have possession. Well, the referee's blown for a foul anyway. City can now break out with the free kick. Pulisic is just getting some medical attention now. He's down on the deck in some discomfort. Well, Chelsea been bolstered by some signing news as well today. And it's impressive contract length as well. Benoit Badiashile has completed a permanent transfer from Monaco. A 7.5-year deal at Stamford Bridge. The 21-year-old turns 22 in March. Made a signing, Chelsea, of course, on New Year's Day as well. Started to bolster the squad. It's not been great form recently, has it? We are now back underway. City with the free kick. It's played out to the right-hand side. A cross is swept in, and it's over everybody. Foden's not going to get there. And Chelsea have got a throw-in right by the corner flag. Pulisic is still on the sidelines here in a lot of discomfort, and he's limping away with the physios. I think this is going to be another substitution here for Chelsea. We're not even in 20 minutes yet, and it looks like their second injury-based substitution. City on the halfway line. Gonzalo turns it into the middle for Stones. Stones looks up, threads it through to the right-hand side for Kyle Walker. Walker strides in, looks up, plays it short for De Bruyne. It's blocked out by Kovacic. Kai Havertz plays it back to Kovacic, who's got a bit more space this time to try and get the ball away. Kukurea. Nice triangle play there, ends with Kai Havertz. Zakaria to the right hand side with Ziyech, played back here to Thiago Silva. Now Kovacic again. Koulibaly. Kukurea's on the left hand side, but he's being held off by Gonzalo, so Koulibaly instead waits for the run of Kovacic and uses it. And now Kai Havertz. Oh, it's a lovely ball out to the right hand side. Here's Azpilicueta. Ziyech. Zakaria onto the edge of the box with Kovacic, and Kai Havertz with his back to goal can't turn away. And the loose ball is then nodded back to the goalkeeper by Kevin De Bruyne. Erling Haaland hasn't had a single touch of the ball yet. Probably part of the Chelsea game plan. Here's Cucurella. Back to Koulibaly. And there's his first touch. Erling Haaland's won the ball back for City. Wonderful stuff. Goes past Cucurella, drops it to Kevin De Bruyne, back into Kai Havertz. Given away. Gonzalo tries to win it back. Cucurella's there. He's managed to just about get the ball to Bernardo Silva. Gundogan tries to get it in the box. It's out with Gonzalo once again. Dinked in beautifully, but plucked out of the air by the goalkeeper. Well, we mock Haaland for being quiet in this game. He's not been quiet this season, has he? He's scored 21 goals so far. And that's one more than Chelsea have scored in total. We are now going to have the Chelsea change, I think. Looks like they have got someone stripped down and ready to come on. It's going to be Chukwuemeka to replace Pulisic, and he does now make his way onto the field. So Chelsea, we're not even halfway through the first half yet. 2 forced changes. There's been a lot of pressure put on Graham Potter recently. He's not had the best of seasons so far as Chelsea boss. And this won't help. Koulibaly now is asking the referee to wait a minute while he goes over to the sideline. It looks like he's going to change his boots. Indeed he is. He's just taken the insoles out of the boots he was wearing, put them in a new pair. And he's now putting his new boots on. And the referee's having a chat with him. I think the referee's asking him to go off the field of play to do this. We are now halfway through the first half. Koulibaly has had to make his way off the field. The throw-in is taken. He's now allowed back on. It's been thrown back to the goalkeeper anyway. Cucurella to Koulibaly. Forward to Aubameyang, who just hits it back towards his defenders. And it was a little bit risky that, but he's got away with it. Cucurella switches the play to the right-hand side. Given away now, and Gundogan comes through the middle, plays it through to Erling Haaland, drops it to De Bruyne. And Kai Havertz now picks up the loose ball. Out to the right-hand side for Ziyech. That's a great ball back and a good run from Kai Havertz. And he's into the box here. Kai Havertz has gone behind Gundogan. Drops it to... Oh, nearly. Really nice ball out. It very nearly works. He drops it to Aubameyang. It's back out wide right. Comes in. Shot on goal. Pushed away. Chelsea still with possession here. It's Silva. It's back on the halfway line now with Koulibaly. To the left with Cucurella. Koulibaly again. 1-2 there with Kovacic. Now Thiago Silva. Forward to Hakim Ziyech. Back to Silva, turns it back to Kepa. Drawing City out here, and they've given it away. You can't draw them out and then give it away. They give it straight to Foden. That's an amazing challenge by Azpilicueta to win that back, and it was needed. That was sensational. Now Koulibaly. Cucurella. Now Chukwuemeka. Goes past the halfway line, drops it to the left-hand side for Cucurella. Good slide challenge to put that out of play there by Bernardo Silva. Cucurella looks to play it down the left for Kyle Walker. He's blocked it and managed to scoop it away before it goes out for a throw-in. Given away to Kovacic down the halfway line. Plays it to Chukwuemeka, back to Koulibaly. Across to Thiago Silva, forward to Aubameyang. Right-hand side with Azpilicueta. Down the right with Ziyech, into Chukwuemeka again in the middle. And now Aubameyang on the edge of the box, turns it out to Kai Havertz, who's facing goal. Cucurella on the left. Chukwuemeka now. Into Kai Havertz again with his back to goal. Drop to Zakaria. 1-2 and tries to dink it in. It's blocked and now cleared away by Foden. It's Chukwuemeka. Zakaria to the right hand side for Thiago Silva. He's left this though for Azpilicueta. Chelsea got plenty of time here. Koulibaly. Silva again. Now Haaland does step forward to rush them a little bit. Koulibaly. Silva again. Kovacic. Zakaria to the right hand side, and Ziyech runs down the line to 1-2 with Azpilicueta, looks to cross it in, it's blocked at source and goes behind for a corner. Corner comes in again, it's headed away at the near post, and Ziyech battles with De Bruyne, wins the battle, tries to go around Rodri. Rodri's blocked him, and then as he wins it back, Rodri then pulls him to ground and gives away the free kick. So the free kick comes in, it's headed away at the near post, headed back in on the edge of the box. Aubameyang was lurking, but it's cleared away comfortably by Kyle Walker. Gonzalo's picked up the loose ball. Koulibaly's seen him out for a throw-in. In the last 10 minutes, Chelsea have had 76% possession. They've got to make that dominance pay at some point, though. Haaland, Rodri, Nathan Ake, down the left to Foden, back to Rodri, and now Stones. Goes to Kyle Walker, past the halfway line now to De Bruyne, who plays it back into the centre circle. It's Rodri, Bernardo Silva. Rodri chips it out to Gonzalo on the right, drops it back to Kyle Walker, into the centre circle with Stones. Bernardo Silva's in the centre circle with him. Kyle Walker screaming for the ball on the right and gets it eventually, plays it out to Gonzalo. Oh, that's a beautiful ball chipped into the edge of the box here, and Gundogan with his back to goal, waiting for reinforcements, drops it to Gonzalo on the right hand side. Oh, it's gone. Chance has gone again. They've played it back to Kyle Walker. It's forward to Bernardo Silva. Half an hour gone. Goalless. To the left here with Nathan Ake. Into the attacking third with City here. Here's Foden. Goes back to the centre circle with Stones. City camped forward here in Chelsea's half. Swept out to the right for Gonzalo. Back to Kyle Walker. Gonzalo on the right. Silva to Nathan Ake on the left touchline now with Gundogan. Debates the cross, drops it back to Nathan Ake instead. Stones. Gonzalo on the right. Gonzalo chips it into the box, it's headed up in the air, and then Kepa will collect it as it drops back down. Here's Stones in the centre circle for City. Drop to the left hand side for Nathan Ake. Into Gundogan. Now back with Stones again. To Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. Into the middle with Bernardo Silva. To the left with Nathan Ake. Now Gundogan gets into the attacking third, dinks it to the edge of the box. De Bruyne tries to nudge it down for Haaland. It might land for Gundogan, it does, and it's right, goes wide of the right hand side. It was a tame effort in truth. So Chelsea take the goal kick. Cucurella on the left tries to play it down the wing, and there's a foul there from Kyle Walker and a free kick to Chelsea. Chelsea get down the right hand side, the ball then comes into the box. There's no real pressure here for City, and Edison not only saves it, but he's just not even picked it up. Passes it out to his defence. Stones through to Bernardo Silva, turns around his man to play it out to Walker on the right. Gonzalo. Looking to try and feed De Bruyne in here. Cucurella turns it out for a throw-in. Chelsea win the ball back after the throw-in. It's Kai Havertz who plays it out to the right-hand side. Here's Azpilicueta. Plays it through to Zakaria, and that's a lovely bit of footwork to free up some space. Tries to feed it into Hakim Ziyech, but it's a little bit overhit, and it's out for a throw in here to City. 35 minutes gone, goalless at Stamford Bridge. Here's Bernardo Silva. Plays it out to De Bruyne on the right hand side. Now Gundogan to Nathan Ake. Back to Stones. Chipped out to the right for De Bruyne. Looks to play it into the middle, and it's intercepted. He's not his usual self at the minute. I saw him in City's last game as well and said he didn't seem up for it. And his passing again today has been far from precise. Here's Ziyech down the right-hand side. He's cutting field. It's a lovely run, this, and that's a great stop by Bernardo Silva. He's managed to run in and take the ball without sliding in, without challenging the player. Plays it forward. City have won it back on the halfway line, though. Here's Kovacic. Koulibaly to Cucurella, back to Kovacic. Back to Cucurella. Koulibaly turns it back to the goalkeeper. And 1-2 with Kovacic, and now Koulibaly down the wing. Not sure what Chukwuemeka was trying to do there. Ball came to him. I think he assumed someone was behind him and left it. And there wasn't. Well, there was. It was Gundogan. So City back in possession. It's played down the right-hand side for Bernardo Silva. Turns it into the centre circle with Stones. Stones just waiting for the Chelsea line in front of him to turn their hand. Now he's played it to Rodri. Back into the centre circle again. Stones to Walker. Goes down the right with Cancelo, and it's come back to him. Into the centre circle with Rodri. Forward to Gundogan. A little bit of space here. He's played it into Haaland. Haaland! Oh, it's just over the bar. What a lovely finish. And it's just over. Really good effort. And he's done well here, Haaland, because we know he accelerates unbelievably quickly. And that's what he does. But he takes the first touch with his right, and it just bounces up in front of him. And quick as a flash, he just changes and manoeuvres and hits it with the left boot. And it's just over. It's unbelievably quick, not just with his running, but with the way he can readjust his body and his footwork. Really is a menace to defend against. Goal kick's taken. It's headed away by City, headed back by Chelsea. Now hoofed up by City and cleared away by Thiago Silva. That's Azpilicueta out to Ziyech on the right. Chips it forward, and Kai Havertz tries to head it on towards the box. And now the City defence can turn it back to the goalkeeper. Here's Rodri. It's Kyle Walker. Stopped by Chukwuemeka, turns and plays it back to Stones. Chipped out to Walker again. Walker threads it through looking for De Bruyne. I think he might have been offside anyway, but he doesn't quite get the ball. Chelsea back in possession. Chelsea have lost the ball here. It's played out down the right-hand side, looking for Cancelo. Cucurella's got there first, and he's drawn the foul, and that will be a free kick to Chelsea. 39 minutes played in this one. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. And I would say that at best, both sides have had a half chance each. It's not been a great game so far. Certainly a game of very little in front of goal. Long ball forward from the free kick here for Chelsea. Turned away by City. Picked up on the left-hand side. Cucurella through the legs of Rodri there. And ultimately Kovacic wins a throw-in against De Bruyne. 40 minutes gone. 5 minutes to go till we see what added time has in store. And given we've had 2 injuries to Chelsea already in the first half, probably be a fair chunk. Throw-in is taken. Play switched to the far side. And now it's a throw-in to City, Nathan Ake takes it, given away. Now Chelsea can break down the right-hand side. It's played into the edge of the box, looking for Aubameyang. It's not convincingly cleared, and it has now landed to De Bruyne, who's given it away. Here's Zakaria, across to Cucurella. He's got a bit of space here, decides to play it to the left for Kai Havertz. Kovacic, Chukwuemeka, back to Kovacic. Now here's Thiago Silva, who's come forward to help out, plays it to the right for Ziyech, makes the space for the cross, goes for it, and it might have been a shot in fact, but either way, easy gather by Ederson. Cucurella should have gone for goal there when he had the time. It was a cross-come shot, there was blue shirts arriving, but it wasn't the best. City go down the left-hand side. Foden. Azpilicueta gets there with the loose touch. Turns it back to the keeper. Hoofs it up first touch. Nathan Ake heads it back. Picked up by Chukwuemeka. Plays it to Kovacic. Back heel from him. Hits the arm there. I can't believe it's not been given. It hit the arm of Rodri. And now City attack. Rodri plays it into the left-hand side for Foden. And it's overhit. Foden's just about kept it in play though. Again, I thought that had gone out. Oh, there we go. There's the linesman saying it's gone out. The referee's not having it, but Chelsea is still protesting, saying that was a handball, and it looked a very clear handball. It's a massive handball from Bernardo Silva. And if that got in, I think VAR would have ruled it out anyway for the foul, the handball in the build-up. But Chelsea, quite rightly, say, well, you know, we wanted the free kick on the halfway line. As it is, they've got a goal kick. They hoof it up past the halfway line. Ziyech takes it down, drops it to Aubameyang. He's out on the wing at the moment, plays it back to Zakaria, plays it across to Chukwuemeka, who's gone for goal, he's hit the post! And it's still in the box here, they've got to clear it, and they have, and they've got way too calm for my liking, City, but they've got it away. Here's Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne breaking away on the halfway line, jockeys the slide challenge. That's a brilliant challenge there by Koulibaly, but it's dropped to another City shirt. De Bruyne goes for goal, near post, easy save. Oh, Chukwuemeka, the substitute, hitting the post. He beat Ederson. 20 yards from goal. I think it might take a slight knock on its way, but bouncing off the near post. Chelsea have tried to play out from the back here and given away a throw-in into the final minute of normal time in the first half. Throw-in's taken down the line to Stones. Into Rodri. Right in the middle of the Chelsea half, plays it to Nathan Ake on the left. Down the left-hand side with Foden, it's a nice 1-2 with De Bruyne, and now back to Bernardo Silva. Plays it through to the edge of the D, Gundogan back heel to Foden. Foden tries to play it across to him, Gonzalo's there. Gonzalo's been held off by Cucurella, turns it past him, goes for goal, good save. Turned away on the edge of the box by Chelsea, picked up by City again. Here's Walker, Rodri. Dinked out to the right-hand side, Gonzalo. Again, Cucurella stands firm. 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Back into Silva in the box. Clever little ball that. Headed away on the edge of the 6-yard box by Thiago Silva. Now Chelsea back in possession on the left-hand side, but being penned back into their own corner flag. And Cucurella has given the ball away on the edge of the box. Here's Bernardo Silva. Out wide to Gonzalo. Into the middle, looking for Bernardo Silva. Given away, 2 minutes added on at the end of the first half. Chelsea look to break. Oh, it's given away needlessly again to Kyle Walker. Here's Haaland on the edge of the box, drops it for De Bruyne, takes a touch to his left, goes for goal, it's deflected, and this will go out for a corner. Oh, well, Foden is going crazy, so I think the referee has given it to Chelsea, which is utterly bizarre. Let's watch this back in slow motion. The shot is blocked on the edge of the box. I think they're claiming that Foden got a touch on it after the block. He sort of swiveled trying to get the ball down and missed it completely. I don't think he touched it, but the referee thinks he did. And ultimately what I think doesn't matter, it's what the man in the middle thinks. We are into the final minute now, the 47th of the first half, and the goal kick taken. City win the aerial battle, and Foden plays it into the middle for De Bruyne. Gonzalo on the right hand side with lots of space. He's seen the keeper off the line and gone for the lob. Ooh, it would have been a decent finish, but the goalkeeper had plenty of time to get back and pluck that one out of the air. Otherwise it was going to be nestled right in that post. So Kepa's got the ball in hand, 30 seconds to go, rolls it out to Koulibaly, hits it left footed up. Aubameyang loses out in the air, ball's dropped to Foden, 15 seconds to go. On the left hand side in the attacking third, drops it back to Gundogan. Now Nathan Ake, Foden, Gundogan again. Gundogan runs in field, and then the referee blows the half-time whistle. And this is what annoys me in football. City on the attacking third there with 5 seconds left. They pass it back to the halfway line. The ref blows the whistle. He might as well have a shot. Worst that happens is the keeper saves it and it's half-time. You would never know, though. You just never know. Hit it just right. Keeper's not expecting it. Could have been a goal. Anyway, no goals in the first half. And it's been a half of very, very little goalmouth action. And at Stamford Bridge, it's Chelsea 0, Man City 0. Here on flash score of Chelsea against Manchester City, goalless at half-time, and City about to get us back underway for the second half. And a double change for Manchester City. Walker and Cancelo have been replaced by Akanji and Lewis, so the fullbacks have been swapped on both sides at half-time by City. Interesting tactical change. Chelsea, of course, forced into two early changes in the first half due to injuries. Raheem Sterling and... I'm trying to think who else came off. I can't remember for some reason. Pulisic were replaced by Chukwuemeka and Aubameyang. So we are back underway. City have got us underway. Here's Lewis. His first involvement off the bench. Comes to Akanji on the left-hand side. Ake. Foden. To Rodri. Lewis. Akanji in the centre circle. And a much higher press from City already in the second half. Lewis off balance but keeps the ball. Nathan Ake on the left. 1-2 with Gundogan. And a heavy touch from Nathan Ake, and the ball is given away and hoofed away by Chelsea. Edison comes out and just drops that to Akanji. And now down the right-hand side, here's Bernardo Silva. Cucurella will try and stop him, but he can't. He's in the box. Drops it to Rodri on the edge. He wasn't expecting it for some reason. He should have been. And now Lewis. De Bruyne. Back to Stones. Akanji. Rodri. Stones. To the right-hand side. De Bruyne. And now Bernardo Silva tries to cut behind Cucurella, who's been very good tonight And De Bruyne with a poor first touch and gives it away. Now here's Chukwuemeka, and he's dispossessed. And City have won it off him just outside the box. Gundogan tries to slip it through. Cucurella is there to stop it. Aubameyang drops in, gives it away to Haaland. It's a poor effort from him. He's claiming a corner though. If it's taken the deflection, fair enough. If it hasn't, it's a woeful effort from Erling Haaland. It went through the legs of Silva, so the odds are it took a clip. It's a goal kick given. Koulibaly down the left hand side, and Chelsea have won a throw in. There's Chukwuemeka battle for the ball. Throw-in's taken and possession is given away. And City come forward. It's played to the right hand side for Silva. Chips it in. Thiago Silva, I should say, heads it away. Throw-in taken quickly to Lewis. And Rodri. Out to the left hand side. Foden back to Nathan Ake. Back to Foden on the wing. Turned back to the halfway line with Akanji. Across the stones. Bernardo Silva out wide. And De Bruyne to Lewis. Back to Bernardo Silva, who looks to whip one in, and that's gathered comfortably by the goalkeeper. Chelsea look to play it out quickly. Great slide challenge from Nathan Ake, and the chance is still back on here for City. Here's Foden on the left-hand side of the box, being held off. Still waiting to decide what to do. Tries to go around Azpilicueta and wins a corner. Foden wants the free kick, though. He was being pulled on the shoulder. I think the referee's given it. And there was heavy pressure from Azpilicueta on the shoulder. And Foden, to his credit, continued his run, refused to go down and put the ball in, but it was blocked. The referee then brought it back for the free kick. Five minutes gone in the second half already. The free kick comes in low at the near post, and it's stabbed behind by Azpilicueta. And this will be a corner to City. It's taken short. De Bruyne swings into the back post. Head on goal. Oh, it's off the bar. And the follow-up volley is blocked from Bernardo Silva. And Nathan Ake can't believe how close he came to breaking the deadlock there. Corner's taken quickly and taken short. It's now with De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva sweeps it to Lewis. Midway through the half, across to Gundogan. Takes the touch inside past Chukwuemeka and then plays it to De Bruyne, who will put this one into the box. And again, it's over here. I don't know what is wrong with De Bruyne this week. And Foden can't get there. Nathan Ake right on the stanchion on the back post. He's actually collided in the air as well with a teammate. They've both got something on that. But Nathan Ake was very much the man in control of the effort. So far in the second half, 6.5 minutes in, successful passes. Chelsea have had 6. City have had 65. Here's Chukwuemeka. City with an attempt on goal pushed away. Cucurella. Chelsea have been penned back in their own corner here, and they've managed to hoof it away via Cucurella. He goes past the halfway line. And Akanji will nudge this forward. Gundogan, good run through the middle. He's been stopped, and Chelsea have got the ball back. Here's Chukwuemeka. Azpilicueta. It's now with Zakaria. Oh, it's a lovely ball out to the right-hand side for Ziyech, and that's a poor pass back to him, and it's stopped easily by Akanji. Chips it down the wing, and that's some pressure on Foden, which Azpilicueta thinks it's a throw, and I think the referee's going to give the free kick here. 7.5 minutes gone. City sweep it across the back four. It's now with Stones and Rodri. Lewis in the centre circle, back to Rodri. Zakaria is there to put some pressure on him. It's out to Stones. And now chip down the right-hand side. It's a lovely chip forward, and De Bruyne has got space. He's taken too long with it, and then he overhits it again. Oh my word, it's over everybody. Gundogan's managed to pick it up outside the box. Turns it back to Nathan Ake, but the chance is very much gone here for City. Here's Foden. Turn back into Rodri. 1-2 with Gundogan. And now back in the centre circle with Akanji. Can City start again here? Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. Cucurella is there to stop him. Drops it back to Lewis. And Stones back to Akanji. Everybody camped in the Chelsea half at this point. Akanji across to Rodri. Plays it out to the right-hand side for Bernardo Silva. Silva being held off by Cucurella. Chukwuemeka's there as well. Plays it to Lewis. Back to Silva, out to the right-hand side. Once again. And Rodri drops it to Bernardo Silva. They need a spark here, City. They need something, because they've just fallen flat in this game. Stones, Akanji. Oh, it's given away. Here comes Chukwuemeka against the halfway line. It's blocked away. Koulibaly can pick it back up here for Chelsea. Kovacic to Zakaria. Drops it to the right. Azpilicueta. Back to Zakaria. Silva. Kovacic. Through to Kai Havertz, and Chelsea have got a decent attack on here. Plays to the right hand side for Azpilicueta. Whipped into the near post and turned behind for a corner. Corner comes in, it's headed off the line by Haaland, and this will be picked up by Chukwuemeka on the far side. Bernardo Silva's holding him off. He wants to get the cross in, and he does, so it's a good cross. Oh, and Kai Havertz has took the ball down, it's gone wide. Silva's going ballistic here, saying that it should be a corner, but Kai Havertz, the ball came into the far post, and he took a touch down instead of just hitting it in. He didn't expect it, I don't think. And he takes the touch to put it away from goal onto the penalty spot, and Silva hits the volley wide. Chelsea, though, back in possession. It's a lovely long ball in from Ziyech, looking for Kai Havertz. It's headed away. Chelsea head it back into the box, and it's hoofed away this time. City looks to try and break with Haaland, but Koulibaly's there again. Ball in from Ziyech on the left, and then offside is given. Ball chipped forward here looking for Haaland. He's managed to get there ahead of Koulibaly, but he's won it back for Chelsea and hits it out for a throw-in. No messing when Haaland's around. 57 minutes playing. It looks like Riyad Mahrez is going to be introduced here by City. Throw-in's taken. It's chipped out to the right-hand side. Lewis takes it down. Drops it to Bernardo Silva. Runs infield. Drops it to Rodri. Rodri plays it out to the right for De Bruyne. Into the edge of the box here for Bernardo Silva. Being held off by Koulibaly. What can he do? Nothing. Gives the ball away. Here's Aubameyang. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side. Here comes Ziyech. Dinked forward looking for Aubameyang. Akanji's there first to sweep it up and turn it back to the goalkeeper. Nathan Ake chips it into the box, headed away. Gundogan heads it down and De Bruyne can't trap it. Cucurella turns it away. On the halfway line, Akanji nods it down for Nathan Ake. Rodri on the halfway line. To Haaland, 1-2. Rodri sweeps it out to the right. And now Bernardo Silva down the right-hand side. Cucurella is trying to stop him. He's got past him. But he's recovered well here, Cucurella. Bernardo Silva's got into the box. Drops it to De Bruyne. Good shot, just wide. I mean, he should have done better with it, really. But it's the first thing he's done tonight. Right, do you know what? Watching it back, I've been too polite. It's actually quite a way wide of the near post. 59 minutes gone. And Bernardo Silva is the man expected to come off for Riyad Mahrez, and is. It's going to be a double change. Jack Grealish comes on for Foden as well. Pep Guardiola's clearly not happy. He has made some comments in the press this week saying he wants to see City fight for the title. Clearly not seeing that fight tonight. As it stands, City are 7 points adrift of Arsenal at the top of the table. City in possession defensively. Goes down the right-hand side here for Lewis. Digs it into Gundogan, who turns it back to Nathan Ake. Space in the middle here, and he's used it. And Rodri turns it back to Gundogan. Had an hour played here at Stamford Bridge, still goalless. Jack Grealish, first involvement of the game, cuts inside from the left. Gundogan's made the run on the left, and he's used him on the wing. He's played it in low, and it's dinked back for Grealish in the box. He can't quite get there. And Chelsea hoof it away. Can Kai Havertz get there? Has he beaten for pace? There's a collision here with the goalkeeper. City have escaped. That was risky. Akanji looked like he'd been beaten for pace there against Aubameyang. The goalkeeper came out, collided with the defender, but luckily for City, Rodri was on hand to sweep it away. Here's Gundogan, looks to slide in Haaland, and it's slid away by Koulibaly again. And then City overplay it and give the ball away. Nice back heel there for Aubameyang. Turned out to the right-hand side, and ball is given away. Nathan Ake plays it back to the keeper, and I thought that was a foul there on Aubameyang, and so did Chelsea, but the referee didn't. De Bruyne to Grealish on the left. Grealish gets into the box, he's being held off, drops it to De Bruyne, who made the overlapping run, digs it in looking for Haaland, headed away by Koulibaly. Nathan Ake slides in on Aubameyang to push the ball to De Bruyne. It's now back with City and Akanji. Rodri, Stones, Lewis. Now Mahrez on the far side, running back towards the halfway line, plays it to Akanji. Grealish, 1-2 with De Bruyne. And Zakaria slides it out for a throw-in. 62 minutes played. Rodri. Stones. Mahrez dazzles his run into the box and then he's stopped, and now Cucurella on the left hits it long, it's headed away, and now City back in possession, turn back to the goalkeeper, and they'll give chase here, but the ball's away. Down the right hand side here for City, Lewis, Mahrez into Gundogan, across to De Bruyne. And now Grealish on the left, looks to play it in low. Oh, he's caught the keeper out completely. And Mahrez at the back post has put City in the lead. And that is a poor bit of goalkeeping. Kepa came out to get it, missed it. And it was an open net for Riyad Mahrez. The two substitutes combine and give City the lead. Chelsea 0, Man City 1. And you just felt on the 60-minute mark, I mentioned that they were just starting to find some space, City. Chelsea had just started tiring a little bit. And for all their hard work, it's just such a silly error at the back, but it's because they're giving that space in those areas for the likes of Grealish and Mahrez to run in and put balls in. And they've made it pay. De Bruyne comes in towards the edge of the box, plays it to Grealish. Grealish plays it across, and I don't understand what the keeper's done here, because he's just ball watching. He basically drops to his knees and just sort of turns watching the ball instead of sticking an arm out or a leg out or diving on it, which I think he could have done. He's just massively misjudged it. Doesn't clamber across his line, doesn't go back, he just sort of watches in despair. He must have been massively wrong-footed there, the keeper. And it's the easiest goal Mahrez is going to score this season. So now Chelsea 1-0 down at home. What can they do? Here's Haaland. Drops it back to Rodri. Stones back to Rodri. Lewis. Akanji. Stones. To Riyad Mahrez on the right hand side. Down the line for De Bruyne. Mahrez. Into the middle now with Akanji. Steps forward and plays it to Gundogan. Stones in a centre midfield position at the minute. Ball's played into the box poorly, and that's going to be picked up easily by Kepa. Well, Chelsea have lost their last two Premier League home games against City. They've only ever lost 3 in a row at Stamford Bridge to Blackburn and Arsenal. A former back in the 90s, of course, Arsenal from 2020 to 23. Looks like, as it stands, Chelsea are going to lose 3 in a row here against Manchester City. What can they do about that, though? Here's Cucurella on the left, plays into the middle. Latest stats show City have had 6 shots in the second half, Chelsea just the 1. Azpilicueta on the right hand side, played into the middle for Zakaria. Now Ziyech down the right wins the throw in for Chelsea. And it looks like a treble substitution here for Chelsea. That's all of their subs used now. So it's quite a big gamble. And Aubameyang, who came on in the first half for the injured Raheem Sterling, has made way. It's always embarrassing if you come on in a game as a sub to be subbed back off. Cucurella, who's been man of the match for me, replaced by Hall. And Ziyech, who's done so much good work down the right hand side, will be replaced by Conor Gallagher. Didn't quite see who came on for Aubameyang. We'll try and find out. Azpilicueta throws it in. Conor Gallagher back to Azpilicueta, and now here's Silva. Conor Gallagher's already down on the deck. He's won a free kick though for Chelsea. So that's 9 substitutes in the game. City have got 1 left, should they wish to use it. Gallagher swings it in. It's headed away. Picked up by Kovacic. I'm waiting for a Chelsea player who's not already been playing to touch the ball, so I know who's come on for Aubameyang, but so far it hasn't happened. Here's Gallagher. His pass to the left is blocked by Mahrez. Now City in possession. Long ball forward, and that'll be easily gathered here by Hall. It might be Humphries who's come on that far side. Just waiting to try and get confirmation. Chelsea come down the left hand side. It's Hutchinson. Here we go. Hutchinson just touched the ball. He's the man who's come on. So it's confirmed. Hall, Gallagher and Hutchinson all came on for Aubameyang, Ziyech and Cucurella. And here is Hutchinson into Zakaria, dinked forward there by Kovacic and blocked on the edge of the box. 70 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, City 1. De Bruyne to Mahrez. Mahrez taken down, but the referee says fair challenge. City come away with the ball though. Lewis turns it back to Stones. Now Akanji. Back to Stones. City playing it along the back 4. Okay, comes forward, he's giving the ball away. Chelsea on the edge of the box have won the ball back here. It's played to Kovacic on the edge of the D. Good run to get round Rodri. Drops it to Kai Havertz, who plays it to the left-hand side for Hall. Hall into Kovacic. And Kovacic running back towards the halfway line just to keep the ball. Koulibaly. Hall on the touchline. Back to Koulibaly. 71 minutes gone. Kovacic with a sweeping ball out to Azpilicueta on the far side. Plays it into Conor Gallagher. Azpilicueta again. Down the line for Hutchinson, and pressure's put on him. He goes to ground and loses the ball, and that's out for a City goal kick. Goal kick taken, and as expected it's played short. Goes along the back 4. Now Stones plays it forward to Lewis. Stones plays it out to the right-hand side for Riyad Mahrez. And De Bruyne across the Haaland. Oh, he can't quite get there. He got the contact on it after it had gone past the face of goal. He just couldn't get there in time, Haaland. And that's the best ball we've seen from De Bruyne in the last couple of games. Kovacic. 1-2 back to Kovacic. Chips one into the far side, and Hutchinson's there to head it on. And he's a poor header. Kai Havertz couldn't quite get over it, and it just looped towards the goal line. It's a great header from. In fact, I think he might have actually been offside with a trailing leg as he ran back towards the ball, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Here's Gallagher though on the left-hand side. And it's played into the box and headed out. And now Kovacic with a long-range effort. It's over the bar. Chelsea starting to just turn the dial a little bit. It was lovely play there by Hall, the young left-back, to win the ball. Ederson threw it out towards the halfway line, and he just ran in and cut it out. 74 minutes gone, and City gets back underway with the goal kick. It's kicked out to the right-hand side here. And Stones wins a throw-in. City have only lost one of their last 25 away league matches, and that was the 1-0 to Liverpool back in October. And they're looking to win 3 away games in a row for the first time since last April to May, back end of last season. And they are 15 minutes from doing so. Chelsea have a throw in here. Thrown back to Koulibaly. Hits it out to the right-hand side. Hutchinson beaten in the air by Ake, but it lands to Azpilicueta. This ball down the right, though, has gone out of play. Conor Gallagher tripped here by Chelsea, and then he's just got revenge by pushing Rodri over on the ball. Rodri was running away with the ball after the referee had blown for the free kick, so Conor Gallagher's just pushed him over to get the ball back, and the referee's just told him not to do it. But I think he knows what the score was, and Gundogan's having a word with the ref now, and the ref, I think, is basically saying, look, he ran off with the ball and he shouldn't have done that, so let's just move on. Sensible referee, no bookings given. Chelsea have given possession away from the free kick anyway. Long ball forward, headed away by Thiago Silva. Rodri gets a head on it, drops to Kai Havertz. Gundogan's won it back off him. And then Havertz wins it back off him, but he can't keep hold of it. The ball through is picked up by Akanji. Conor Gallagher pulls his shirt. The referee gives advantage to City. Gallagher's got to be careful. He's going to get booked at this rate. I think he's just trying to ruffle some feathers here and just stir things up and get a bit of momentum going in this game. City still in possession. Here's Stones. Well, Chelsea look like they're going to lose just their second home league game in the last 12. They lost 1-0 to top of the table Arsenal back in November, and they now look like they're going to lose to second in the table 1-0 as well. Incidentally, the defeat to Arsenal was the only time in 23 league games at Stamford Bridge that they'd failed to score. And again, the symmetry is there tonight as it stands. Here's Stones on the right-hand side, tripped by Conor Gallagher. Free kick given. A referee is going to have a word with Conor Gallagher. I think this might be the booking I mentioned a moment ago. He's got to be careful. He's either going to have a final word with him and say, look, enough, you've come off the bench. I've had to blow 3 times now in 3 minutes. I think it is just going to be a word. It's a strong word by the looks of things. And it was late on Stones. Riyad Mahrez down the right-hand side. Plays it onto the edge of the box for De Bruyne. It's back to him. And then Lewis plays it back to De Bruyne. Plays it in, and it's cleared away by Thiago Silva. Oh, it's actually dropped on the line, and Koulibaly will turn this back in field. And Hall now on the left wins the throw-in for Chelsea. Oh, now it's been kept in play miraculously by City. And now Koulibaly does boot it forward to get it out of harm's way. 79 minutes played. Kai Havertz is just trying to force the error there from Stones, and he's done just that. Conor Gallagher now slides in to win the ball, and then Stones takes it off him as he's on the ground. It's played back to Akanji in the box, and Stones chips it forward for De Bruyne. Heavy touch given away, and now Hutchinson, Zakaria back to Hutchinson on the right hand side of the box. Chips it over to the left-hand side, and it's just a little bit overhit and away from Chukwuemeka. Well, Pep Guardiola's record in London looks to be continuing as it's gone so far. He's only lost 7 times in 34 games as City manager in the capital. And the 7 defeats have come against Chelsea or Tottenham. No one else. He's lost 3 times against Chelsea. But it looks like it's going to be 3 by the end of the night as well, unless Chelsea can turn this around in the last 10 minutes. De Bruyne down the right-hand side. Mahrez gets into the box. Thiago Silva takes a touch, then passes it out to the edge of the box. Kovacic turns his man, then wins a free kick. Just a little niggle on him there from Gundogan. Well, in the 50 games before tonight in the Premier League, Chelsea have had the better of City. 27 wins to 16, 71 goals to 52. 20 clean sheets to 13. But it's the present, not the past, that matters. City have the ball defensively. It's played out to Nathan Ake on the left-hand side. And that's a nice bit of intercepting play there from Hutchinson. It's played back now by Chelsea all the way to the goalkeeper because Haaland was lurking around. 82 minutes played. It's now back with the Chelsea goalkeeper once again. They've got 7.5 minutes to do something in this game. It's played up to the left-hand side for Gallagher, who's gone round to Kanji, then he goes to ground. And nothing given there. He feels he was fouled. So the referee has to give a booking here then for simulation, doesn't he? Let's watch it back. There's a nudge on him. It's soft, but there is pressure asserted onto Gallagher. By letter of the law, it's a free kick. Albeit it would have been a soft one. And he's got to be careful, Gallagher, because that's the fourth chat with the referee now. Ball comes back to the Chelsea keeper. Chips it down the left. Stones heads it out for a throw-in. 83.5 minutes played at Stamford Bridge. Ball played out to the right-hand side. Nathan Ake intercepts, but can only head it to Hutchinson. It's played into Zakaria. And Hutchinson. Zakaria again. Kovacic. Forward to the edge of the D for Kai Havertz. Back to Zakaria again. And Silva. Koulibaly. Some nice footwork on the left here by Hall. It's now back with Silva in the centre circle to Koulibaly to his left. Hall on the touchline. Threads it through for Havertz. He's dispossessed. The ball comes away to Haaland, and then the referee blows for the free kick on Kai Havertz. And Rodri conveniently goes down with cramp. It looks like City are going to make their final change of the evening. The final change in the game, full stop. And it's Calvin Phillips who is going to come on, replacing Rodri. The man who Pep Guardiola said had come back from the World Cup unfit. He's going to come on for the final few minutes here. There'll be 4 minutes left, plus added time. Hopefully he's not too unfit that he can last 4 or 5 minutes. If he's unfit, I don't think what I am. It's a free kick taken. It's chipped to the edge of the box and headed away comfortably there by City. It's headed back and Gallagher heads it on, but there's nobody there. It's chested out and Hutchinson's lurking and forces Edison to boot it away quickly. And Thiago Silva is going to try and see this out for a throw-in. Haaland's there though, so he chips it down the line. Zakaria's got there ahead of Gundogan, but he's given away a throw-in. Hutchinson throws it into the arms of Ake, knowing that he would waste time otherwise. Time is against Chelsea at the moment. The ball is thrown in looking for Bernardo Silva. It's headed away by Koulibaly. Not Bernardo Silva, sorry, Grealish I should say. It's now rolled back to the Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa. Out to Koulibaly on the left of the box. Down the left-hand side to Hall, back to Koulibaly, back to the goalkeeper Kepa. Hits it up right-footed to the right-hand side. Kai Havertz being pulled around and the ball then goes to Nathan Ake. It's turned back to Edison. Chelsea can't force him into an error there. It's hoofed long looking for Haaland. Headed back by Thiago Silva to the goalkeeper, turned out to Koulibaly. Now Hall on the left, cuts in field, plays it all the way back to the keeper who's in his D. Now Silva to Koulibaly. City will be happy to keep Chelsea here. Chelsea are trying to draw them out. Now Azpilicueta on the right. Into Zakaria. So 1-2 back to him. Now chipped out to the left-hand side. Chukwuemeka takes the ball down, runs down the left-hand side. Drops it for Hall. It's now turned back to Kovacic. Across to Zakaria. Threaded through to the edge of the box for Havertz rather. And now Kovacic to the left for Hall. Waits for an option. Oh, it's a lovely bit of footwork to get past his man. And then another. Puts the ball in. It's blocked and then cleared away. Chelsea can pick this back up though with Thiago Silva. Out to the right hand side for Hutchinson. Gets into the edge of the box. Tries to get round Ake. Puts the ball in. Takes a deflection. And it goes to a City man. Now De Bruyne is on the ball. Turns round Thiago Silva. Plays it into the middle for Grealish, who's pulled down on the halfway line. And that's a free kick and a yellow card as well for the Chelsea man, Kovacic. And we're now into the final minute of the 90. How impressive, by the way, though, have the young fullbacks been for Chelsea since their introduction, I have to say. Hall and Hutchinson have looked really lively and really impressive and full of confidence as well, chasing a game against the reigning champions to come on and take the game by the scruff of the neck. Very impressive. They've took gambles and taken men on and got round them. Free kicks hit out to the far side and it's Hall to win the header and put it out for a throw-in. 30 seconds of the 90 left. Lewis throws it down for Haaland, back to Lewis and out for a throw into Chelsea. 10 seconds remain plus added time. Here's Silva in his own box. Turns out the box, looks up. He's just stood still, waiting for an option. Kovacic, into added time we go. Kovacic plays it out to the left-hand side, a bit behind Hall, but he gets there. 4 minutes is shown. Hall gets to the halfway line, stops, turns it back to Koulibaly. Kovacic. Chipped over to Silva. Silva being closed down by De Bruyne. Now Thiago out to Hutchinson on the right-hand side. Back to Azpilicueta. And now Silva. Back to the goalkeeper. 30 seconds of added time is up. Koulibaly. Just outside his own box. Trying to get around Mahrez and get the ball upfield. He's got round Mahrez. Played it forward. It's intercepted but given back to Chelsea. Chukwuemeka. There's a chance here. Chelsea have got shirts forward. Chukwuemeka cuts in field. Plays it to the left-hand side for Hall. Hall in the box. Has a look. Goes for goal. It's just over. Options arriving but the chance was there and he took it on. And it was a great breakaway forward by Chelsea. There was a line of 5 Chelsea players against 3 City defenders. And it was the right decision by Chukwuemeka to play it left. And in fairness to the youngster, there's 2 players in front of him that both slide down. So he was forced to play it high. He wouldn't have been able to get the ball into the box really. He was forced to take on the shot. It's just over the bar, but a decent effort from the youngster. A minute and a half of added time has gone. Goal kick hit long and headed out by City. Hall takes the throw in for Chelsea. Koulibaly turns it back to the keeper, who will hit this up long down the right hand side. Gundogan wins the header, but it lands to Zakaria. Heads it to the right hand side and Ake heads it out for another Chelsea throw. Azpilicueta will take it. 2 of the 4 added minutes up. Ball forward and headed on by Conor Gallagher, headed down by Kai Havertz, headed away by Nathan Ake. Calvin Phillips with a loose touch, picked up by Chukwuemeka. Hall on the left into Gallagher. Conor Gallagher plays it out to the left hand side. Chukwuemeka back to him. It's being held off here by Lewis, takes a touch inside, and then Calvin Phillips there to slide it out for a Chelsea throw-in. And it's about 10 yards from the corner flag. Hall throws it to Koulibaly. To Thiago Silva in the centre circle. Everybody up in the City half now. Silva back to him. It's being held off here by Lewis, takes a touch inside, and then Calvin Phillips there to slide it out for a Chelsea throw-in. And it's about 10 yards from the corner flag. Hall throws it to Koulibaly. To Thiago Silva in the centre circle. Everybody up in the City half now. Silva to Koulibaly, still in the centre circle here. Out to the left to Hall. Hall back to Koulibaly on the halfway line. 3 of the 4 added minutes gone. It's hit to the right hand side for Hutchinson, back to Silva. We are into the final 45 seconds of added time. Hall on the left, runs down the line and then gives the overlapping run, releases the ball for Chukwuemeka to Kovacic. Tries to thread it through and it's blocked, and now Mahrez picks up the ball, looks to counter-attack, and he's blocked by Koulibaly, and that will be a free kick to City with 30 seconds left. It's a yellow card as well for Koulibaly. And that will be that, you think? We've had the 4 minutes before the free kick's taken. And it's hit into the right corner. Haaland heads it down. The referee blows the full-time whistle. And it wasn't a classic game by any stretch of the imagination. Both teams cancelled each other out for large portions of the game. City just don't have that flair and that desire that they normally seem to have. And Chelsea are in a rut at the moment. And it feels like City are at the start of a rut themselves.